I had a good day today. Came out, competed with my teammates, got some good work in, got better on a lot of things since the combine, so I did good overall.
What are you hearing overall from scouts and coaches to maybe get your stock up, even though you're projected to go in the first round?
Just come out here and do the drills better than I did at the combine, like I did. So it should be a good day overall.
What's this process been like?
It's been a hard process. You gotta love it. It's for better things. So it was great.
How shocked were you by the combine numbers, Deandre, when you saw the 4.52? I mean, I don't know if you'd ever run over the edge.
I wasn't happy, but I got to take it. But got better today, so it was good.
What numbers did you hear today, or they told you?
4.4 today. Yes.
Deandre, do you ever wonder? Obviously you have hundreds of hours of game tape, and stuff that guys can look at. But it seems like the NFL is just so fixated on testing. I mean, how do you feel about that? Just part of the process. Obviously, it's part of it.
They just want to see your raw speed, the raw vert, other than in the game. So it's just another way to test. But you all got to put it together on film like I do all the time. So I don't really pay no attention to it.
Do you hear from get feedback from NFL executives and stuff that we saw what you
Oh yeah, definitely.
We see your tape.
Oh yeah, definitely. You can't. My film is undeniable. You can't overlook that. What I do. So yeah.
Deandre, has the draft process from sitting out the Sugar Bowl to now, has it been kind of what you thought it would be, or has there been some disappointment in terms of some people might be dropping you off first round for what that's worth and that kind of thing?
Oh no, it's been what I thought it would be. Some people dropped me out the first round, some people got me high, some people got me low. But we won't know till April 25th. I just know my name will be called on the first day. I know that for sure.
Yeah.
Or what I feel like.
Do you have any individual setup?
Individual? What you mean by that?
The individual workouts or private workouts?
Oh yes, definitely. I don't know what teams yet, but I got a couple of them.
How do you feel the University of Georgia has prepared you for this next phase of your life?
Oh yeah, they prepared me well. Groomed me to the man I am today. Football on the field, off the field, they helped me get to this point. So I just thank them for everything they did these past 4 years.
Was there anything particular you worked on to improve your 40 time that showed up today?
Just the start. The start is key in the 40. So just the first 10 meters, yards in this standpoint. But first 10 yards, get better, the time will drop.
I think Isaac said kind of the same thing. I mean, he felt the same way coming out of the combine. I don't know if Elijah felt that way. Did you notice that a couple Georgia guys kind of had that same feeling leaving Indy?
Yes, definitely. Everybody felt like their first 10 could have been better. Now get you started for the last 30. So first 10, you're in a better time.
I saw you and Elijah working out with Miko after your first runs. What was he showing you? I mean,
he was just telling us different ways to get out. So you can learn from everybody. It don't matter who it is. So I'll just thank Miko for that right there.
Did you find it difficult watching the Sugar Bowl? Obviously, you were there, and I'm sure you know what kind of competitor you are. Was that tough?
Oh yeah, it was tough watching that. I wanted to get out there. My heart wanted to get out there, but I had to make a business decision. So it was kind of tough just watching the team play without me just being on the sideline.
What's the mood right now? Is it relief? Is it excitement? I mean, what would you say is going through your mind after today's workout?
It's kind of both relief and excitement. I'm relieved that I got everything, all the testing done and things like that. Now I can just work on football drills and things like that. But it's kind of excited because the draft coming up April 25th, so that's the biggest day of my life, what I've been waiting on. So I'm looking forward to that.
When you won the Jim Thorpe Award, you talked about growing up in Miami and how proud you were for that. How much fun is it for you to see another cornerback of Georgia following your footsteps, also from South Florida, and Tyreek Stevens? I don't know how much you've had a chance to get to know him, but how exciting has that been for you?
Oh, yes, it's good to see another guy come all the way from Miami to Georgia. We don't have plenty of people come from Miami to Georgia. We don't skip over to Florida school to come all the way to Georgia. So having somebody to follow my footsteps and play the same position, just hope he have a great career at Georgia just like me.
What would you tell those defensive backs trying to play without you for the first time in a long time? What advice would you give them?
Just go out there and play. You've been playing it for a long time. Just be confident. That's the biggest thing at DB. Just stay confident and trust your technique and your talent.
In particular, another South Florida guy, Tyson Campbell. What did you see from him in his freshman season? What do you expect from him as a sophomore?
He had kind of up and down season. Towards the end of the season, he played great towards the end of the season. And, he came in, first couple games played good. He had a couple bad games, but he finished off strong. So this sophomore year, he should roll all the way through with a great season.
How would you describe the vibe here today? Every time you've been in here before, it's always been about team, but today it's about you.
Oh yeah, it was a good vibe today. We had teammates in here cheering everyone on, but today was about doing your individual drills and getting everything individually to where you wanted to be. So getting your marks on whatever times or jumps you had to do and doing great in your drills.
You're talking about the 40. What about the 3-cone? Do you put a lot of practice in that as well?
No, that's just all natural right there. I don't really practice on the cone drills. Whatever I do it just natural.
I think you did it like 4 times.
Oh yeah, they were saying I missed the line by, they said, half an inch.
You still believe you're the best cornerback in this draft?
I know I'm the best cornerback in the draft. I don't believe I know I'm the best.
Yeah. Why do you say that? Just I know your film you talked about. And
you know, my film speak for itself. My stats, everything, my production, week in, week out. You know, you can go back to 2017 or from the first day I started. I was the best corner in the nation. So that's why.
Any teams you feel like have told you that, kind of vindicated your belief that you're the best cornerback?
A lot of teams told me that they know I'm the best cornerback in the draft.
you talked about April 25th a lot. I don't know when the invites come out. Do you want to be in Nashville? Have you been invited already?
Of course I want to be in Nashville. I ain't get the invite yet, but I definitely want to be in Nashville.
How many folks around this state have pointed out that the NFL team just up the road has a need at cornerback?
A lot of people, everyone keep telling me that that'd be a dream come true. I stay in Georgia for my upcoming career in the NFL.
You meet with them at all in the combine? Get to know Coach Quinn at all?
Not yet. I ain't meet with them yet.
And did you meet with anyone from the Patriots at the combine or here?
No, I ain't meet with the Patriots yet.
Is there any added pressure to see Coach Belichick here watching you?
Oh no, that just make me go a little bit harder. That just boosts the stakes up even higher. More pressure, the better I perform.
More pressure here or at the combine, you think?
It don't matter where it's at. It could be anywhere.